Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show.
Be fine, don't worry.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Whoopi Goldberg has an update on Sister Act 3. Will our prayers be answered? Then, they are everywhere. From Bravo to Travel Channel to concert halls around the world. The Potash Twins have landed in our studio. And she's everywhere in a van. Our foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen, is on the road again and will join us live. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. And welcome to The Jason Show. Hello. I'm Jace. Hi. Please welcome my dear friend. Give it up for my Ed McMahon, but she's prettier. It's Kendall Mark, everyone. There we go.
Yes,
Yes.
prettier than Ed McMahon.
Yes, I'm prettier than Ed McMahon.
Dreams
Yes.
do come true.
You're looking very fall-y today.
Thank you. I was feeling very fall-esque when I put on this outfit this morning.
I almost put on I have kind of a green suit. If you're a usual watcher of the show, longtime viewers know that it's the drunk suit. It's the drunk purchase. I ordered it. Thank you. They're laughing because they know. I ordered it under distress. I didn't know that I had ordered it.
Oh.
And
Because you couldn't remember?
Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was years ago. I'll tell the quick version. I was in Chicago, and the guys that did my suits, the King brothers, they always liked the Poke the Bear. And they would call me and they said, "Did you hear? Another anchor at another station has the hottest color suit, and you don't."
What?
And I went, and I'm in Chicago with my friends. I'm a little tipsy. And I went, "What?" And I said, "Well, order that suit right now."
How dare they?
And I ordered everything. I picked out the color. I picked out the lining. I picked out everything. Fast forward 2 months later, and I get done with the show, and I get a text message from one of the twins, and Kenny, and he goes, "Your suit's in." And I went, "What suit?" And he goes, "The suit you ordered." I go, "I didn't order a suit." He goes, "You did, drunk." He goes, "You did, drunky Smurf." And he showed me the text message, and I went, "Oh, God, I did." And then, so this is that suit.
And then you went like this, and here's the bill.
Exactly. Then he gave me the giant bill.
Woo!
And so it was a green suit. So the day it came in, the day that I could have worn it, it was the day the Vikings were playing the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
Remember, it was for the Super Bowl. Remember, Jeff, wasn't it for the Super Bowl?
We don't talk about it. Was to go
get
to
to
the Super Bowl.
To get to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I don't know anything about football, and I really mean this. So I'm in the dressing room, and I got really excited. I go, I get to wear my new suit today. And executive producer Jeff pulled me aside, and he goes, "If you wear that suit, you will be driven out of town."
Yes.
And I went, "Why?" And he goes, "Because it's Philadelphia Eagles green."
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. So I did not wear that suit. But yeah, anyway.
I'm so glad that mistake didn't happen.
The long point of that story is you look lovely today. You look
Thank
very
you.
fall. Yeah.
Thank
You look
you.
fall and lovely. And it's perfect. It's the last day of summer.
It is.
Today's the last official day of summer.
But it feels like fall.
It does, yeah. Well, we're happy to see people are getting their items from our brand new Jason Show swag shop. You can find t-shirts. Thank you, audience. You can find t-shirts and mugs and water bottles and ashtrays and a whole bunch of stuff.
Ashtrays.
We should do an ashtray. My mom and mother-in-law would love it. Anyway, so the QR code is right there on your screen. Just aim your camera at the code, and it'll take you right to our store. We've also we have a link pinned on our Facebook page. So what we want you to do is when you start to get your order, like Laura here, we're going to start doing Merch Monday. So tag us on social wearing your new shirts, and we're going to bump in and out with little Merch Mondays. So if you get a mug, if you get, we want to show you off. I love it. Speaking of showing off, look at the ladies in the Oprah chairs today, right there. Those are real chairs that we stole from the Oprah Winfrey Show. That's right. And they get 2 mugs because they're sitting in the Oprah chairs.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Whoa.
And they get a Pontiac Grand Prix. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Pontiac went out of business. We don't have those.
That was my first car.
Yeah.
Pontiac.
Sorry about that. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go.
A back scratcher.
Would you like some?
No, this is a back scratcher. We don't
I know, it's a
eat
back
out of
scratcher.
that.
I do got to put this way. It's giant. It's the size of a 4th grader. I got to, Put it down there. After boycotting the Golden Globes last year, NBC has given the green light to air the award show once again. So the deal is the network pulled the plug on the show last year amid an ethics, finance, and diversity scandal. It wasn't just one girl, it was 3 scandals. NBC, the Peacock, says they feel good now airing the show, thanks to reforms made by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. The 108-member association now has 6 black voters. Up from 0 last year. The Globes will air on NBC and Peacock in January. Look, this isn't about wokeness. And people don't even, that term has gotten so misused. Anyway, it is, you all have to agree with me, it is hysterical that the Hollywood Foreign Press had no people that were foreign. I mean, it was just like, it was just all white people. It was all, and it's funny. It's not funny, but it was like, really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't have anybody else.
Well, do you think the NBC really forgave them or decided to move on with it? Or do you think it was that, oh, by the way, we are contractually obligated or we're supposed to be with you until 2026?
No, I think NBC knows that it's still a good ratings winner, even though award shows are going down. And they're like, and also, come on, people. I mean, seriously, you don't have to be woke to realize there's a problem, Will Robinson. Seriously. I'm happy to see it because I like the Globes. It's my favorite. Yeah. Next in the dish. We're going to stay with the Peacock. Speaking of NBC, they've announced the hosts for the first 3 episodes of SNL's 48th season. Starting on October 1st, Miles Teller will host with musical guest Kendrick Lamar. The next week, Irish actor Brendan Gleeson will host with Willow as the musical guest. I don't know who Willow is.
Is that Will Smith's kid?
Is that Willow Smith?
I'm guessing.
Oh, I think she just goes by Willow now.
Yeah. Yes.
Or it's the cast of Willow. I don't know, The following week, it's all about Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
That's right.
That one's going to be good.
That's right. I'm going to change my name to Jason the Gay. That's right.
Put it on the tombstone. That's a nice ring.
Ted, can I get that super, please? Can I get that graphic, please?
It would fit. Like, you just put it like right here.
Jason the homosexual. There we go.
Yeah, it'll fit well.
Use either one, Ted. I don't care. Next on the dish, Hulu dropped its teaser. Oh, my mom's going to love this. For the upcoming miniseries, Welcome to Chippendales. It follows, Again? Are you surprised we're doing a story about Chippendales? Jason the Gay. That's right. It follows the immigrant creator of the Mail Review. Let's look at this.
A world of luxury right at your fingertips.
This could be unlike anything else. You're gonna make a lot of money. Trust me.
This is my life. Every cent I have, I've put into this.
You and me stick together, or
You and me go to war.
Are you ready?
You can't take this personally. This is business.
and Donnie and Murray Bartlett from The White Lotus will star. Welcome to Chippendales will hit the Hulu in November. That looks good. Hulu has some good stuff. I just watched Reboot. Remember
the Kardashians?
No, I don't watch that crap. You know that. I watch a Reboot. That show, that new sitcom from the creator of Modern Family about a rebooted 90s sitcom.
Oh, yes. It's called Okay.
It's called Reboot.
It's called Reboot.
Yeah. I watched it last night. Pretty good.
Yeah?
Good. This looks fantastic. Jeff said it's based on not based on, but there's also a podcast about the creation of Chippendales. You're too young to remember, and that's not a slam, but I remember in the 80s, Lord Jesus. I mean, seriously, it was every woman at a bachelor party went to a Chippendales show. I mean, it was like,
A couple.
Settle down, second row.
A couple of these guys went, apparently.
Kendall, maybe if I go over there, they'll get their $1 bills out. That's right, yeah.
Maybe.
Or 50-cent pieces. That's right. For me. That's right. Put your clothes on. No, I can't wait to watch this. But my point is they were huge. Chippendales were huge. My mom had a Chippendales calendar up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Let's just say it was a sign. It was a sign, yeah.
She should have known.
Yeah, it was in the kitchen. She didn't care. She didn't care. It was right there in the kitchen.
Hey,
that
baby.
was Dar. Dar didn't
February.
care. She wanted her Chippendales calendar right there in the kitchen. It was great. Welcome to our house. There's a naked guy on our wall.
Would you like some pasta?
Would you like some pasta?
Coffee?
We're going to take a break. Stay right there. The Potash Twins are coming up, and Stephanie Hansen from a van when we return. Well, the 6-hour Bachelorette finale
Oh, Lord.
came to its dramatic conclusion last night. That's right. And everyone was feeling the love. Look at this.
It's you and me until the wheels fall off and head over heels in love with you. You know, want to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, Gabby.
Oh my God.
Gabby Windy. Will you marry me?
Yes.
You're the woman of my dreams. And there's really only one more question to ask.
Oh my God.
Rachel Racchia, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
Yes. A million times.
Will you take this ring that the ABC television network bought?
Yeah. That thing, I'll take
Y'all
it.
should, wait, before we get to Ted, y'all should have seen Kendall's face when that ring cracked open. You about collapsed.
I did. I almost did faint. It was like a spider.
It
this
was
big.
huge.
It was this big.
So Gabby and Rachel both got engaged, and they're going to live happily ever after with their guys, right? Audience. You know how this is going to go. Not quite. Jesse Palmer promised us a dramatic finale, and boy, oh boy, did he deliver. And all of this means one thing. It's time for 52% of America loves Ted. Joining us for the final time this season is producer Ted. Hello, Ted.
Good morning.
Ted, why aren't you wearing your tank top from that garage sale?
Someone else bought it.
Yeah, that's right.
They bought it right off my back.
Yeah, hot. Okay, let's start with Gabby. Let's start with Gabby. Was there drama with Gabby and Eric?
So they are, of the two, they're the most stable relationship.
I don't know if that's saying a lot, Theodore.
But yes, there was drama because at the after the final rose ceremony, Jesse Palmer said, look, there's been some drama with you in the press. And so they're like, oh my gosh, what was it? So apparently Eric had an ex-girlfriend who he was dating before the show, and then he dumped to go on the show, and then she's obviously mad now. So they revealed text messages. They had text messages in which he said, look, I got to go on the show. It's going to be great for my career. It's fake anyways, blah, blah, blah. So
holy Adam Levine.
He had to defend. He had to defend this text message.
Did he though?
He was like, look, it was before the show. I was stupid. I was basically trying to break up with her without having to break up with her.
Okay. She bought that?
Yeah. She's like, you're a jerk, but sure, I'll take it.
Yeah. I'll take that ring from ABC.
Right.
Let's move to Rachel and Tino. The wheels came off this relationship quickly. What happened, Theodore?
Yeah. So Rachel chose Tino happily ever after for about a week. And then, so the timeline on this is a little confusing. So we think the show wrapped sometime late May, early June. And that's right around when the premiere happened. And somewhere in that time frame, he cheated on her.
So what happened?
So Did
she confront him?
So what she did was she confronted him, and of course, the cameras were rolling, and he just couldn't take the heat. Take a look.
Okay, if you don't believe that, then why are we here? Okay, you know what? I'm not trying to panic. Is there a way this works out, Rachel?
Honestly, do you think you deserve to be with me? You really do?
Absolutely.
I think you owe me a lot of answers before we come to any sort of a conclusion.
I need to step out for a second.
Okay. Tino, please, for the love of God, if you respect me at all, please just tell the truth.
I need to step out. I'm sorry.
Are you leaving?
No.
Then what are you doing?
I needed to talk to somebody. Let's go back inside. Why'd you come out?
Ted! Ted! Why is he taking his shirt off?
I don't know.
What? The mic. Ted, he wanted the mic off.
Oh, I thought he was just really hot.
Okay, and also, he was the one that bumped uglies with somebody else. Why does he need a break?
Yeah, and it's debatable about what he did. He claims he just kissed someone else.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know.
Before we go, did they announce the next Bachelor? Is it him?
No, it's not him. It's some dude. It's some dude that looks like the previous 28 Bachelors. So it's clearly ABC has learned their lesson.
Ted, I'm telling you, you're not a Bachelor anymore. We can't do that. We ran that bit into the ground. Okay, so here's.
Ooh.
I've announced it. I said there's a Mrs. Ted. Yeah, there's a Mrs. Ted now. Yeah. Look at Ted. Ted's in the defensive stance. Look at him.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. She's very happy.
Yeah. Ted, yeah, we know Mrs. Ted. She's very happy. That's right. Oh, now, Ted, since this is your season finale, I guess we should announce, because someone did ask about this, we're done seeing you for The Bachelorette, but you know what season we're coming up on? Hallmark holiday movies.
Very excited. Very excited.
That's right. Give it up for Ted, everybody. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Theodore. I still want to know, he was taking off his clothes.
He was, and then when she came out, he was like, oh, let me put this back on. I'm like, are you
somebody.
making out with somebody in the bush right now? Like, what are you doing? Oh.
He was unusual looking too. He just kind of looked.
He looked sweaty.
He looked a little weaselly. You know what I mean?
By the way.
I had a ferret. He kind of looked like a little ferret. Yeah, he looked like a little ferret.
A ferret?
A ferret, yeah.
Okay, Ted, how did you not talk about this? One of the guys who like didn't win, who came in second with her, I don't remember any of their names. He came onto the set and was like, so would you want to go on a date with me? While dude was sitting there.
He did not.
And she was like, yep, I'd like nothing better. And they left and didn't come back and dude was just sitting there.
Why didn't Theodore have that?
I don't know. I don't even know anyone's name, but that was like, oh,
that was good.
Juicy.
Next in the dish, Billy Eichner was on with Colbert last night. You know, Billy's out and about promoting his new rom-com Bros. And that, my friends, is our late night rewind.
Was it a hard sell, like to get a major motion picture studio to do the first gay rom-com?
Yes, I mean, the same studio that makes Jurassic World and Minions and Fast and the Furious is making this R-rated gay rom-com. But I think by the time they bought it, they were excited about it. It definitely took Hollywood over 100 years to get here. But by the time they bought it, they said, yeah, we want this. And, you know, our whole focus was making it as funny as possible and as honest as possible.
Okay, so the 2022 has been a bit of a milestone for this because you have the first major motion picture gay rom-com available in theaters.
Only in theaters,
Only in theaters. There was Fire Island on Hulu earlier this year. Do you see this going in the right direction?
I hope so. I love romantic comedies, you know, and I grew up...
Even from as a kid?
Even as a kid, I remember going to see Moonstruck with my parents and When Harry Met Sally and Working Girl and Pretty Woman. You know, I love Brokeback Mountain. It's a masterpiece. I've seen it once. You've Got Mail, I've seen 50 times, you know?
He's right.
A little lighter.
I'll tell you the story. So Brokeback Mountain came out and we had it was directed by Ang Lee. And director Ang Lee was in our studio. And he was like not on satellite, he was here. So you know, I was a fan of the movie for various reasons. And and I had the movie poster.
Yeah.
So I had Ang Lee sign the poster.
Yes.
And his cousin, who does his business affairs, he looked at me. I'll never forget this. I have it hanging in my movie room, my little entertainment room. And Ang Lee's brother, before he left, he looks at me and he goes, "Don't sell that on eBay." He got like he got right up in my face and he goes, "Don't sell that on eBay." And I went, "It's addressed to Jason." Like I'm not. So every time I look at it, I see his cousin, and his cousin was like that big. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry. Next on the dish, something happened on The View yesterday. Actress Jennifer Lewis was the guest. She and Whoopi. I forgot Jennifer was in the original Sister Act. Think about it. She was one of the singers. And Whoopi made a reference to the possibility of getting them together for the third Sister Act. Look.
Hey, whoop, whoop. What's up, baby? What's up? You know we're still going to do that movie, you know?
Oh,
we're
yes,
going back.
of course,
okay.
darling. I'm so ready.
I know you are. So, you know she's in Sister Act. And I do everything I can to work with her because she's fun. Now,
I'll never understand. I told you guys this. It's Disney. Disney for years have said that the audience, that we don't want a third Sister Act. Whoopi's been wanting to make one, and Disney keeps saying no. What are you doing, Disney? We want a third Sister Act. We want another Sister Act.
The people have spoken.
If it's good. If the script is good.
If it's not, forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want like Critters 3 level. You know, I want... Critters was a great movie in the 80s. Anyway, it's time to meet our next JVIP. So by the line, it's going to happen. Sister Act 3 is going to happen. Here's our JVIP. It's Sue McCauley. Hi, Sue. She says the show cracks her up every day. She says, what a great way to start my day with Jason Kendall. They're real, honest, and funny. It's just a feel-good show in the morning. She says, thanks for always shining a light on our local makers and talent in our communities. It's one of the things we love. No, thank you, Sue, for being a great watcher. She gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. We're going to take a break now. We are just getting started. Get more coffee. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment. The dish is done, but the fun isn't. Coming up, They know everyone, and they are everywhere. Music and food phenoms, the Potash Twins, are live in our studio. And she's our little Willie Nelson. Stephanie Hansen is on the road again, and she's going to join us live from her van. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Look who's here. Wow. Our next guest, plural, are musicians, foodies. They do everything. They call bingo on Wednesday nights, for heaven's sake. Their Food Network show, Takeout Twins, where they cook for some famous faces. Look at this.
Orange chicken. We got Joel McHale.
You see my brother? Has the show started? Here we go.
You seem like the kind of guy that's gonna sabotage this dish just for the sake of making us look bad.
You already look bad. Look at that shirt.
The Potash Twins are back in town celebrating their newest album, and wait till you hear the name of it. I love it. Give it up for my buddies, Adib and Ezra, everybody. Okay.
It's so good to see you. It's
Yeah,
so good to
you
see you.
guys.
It's been a minute, but
I love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. What time did you guys get in?
midnight last night. I'm running on about 3.5 hours of sleep, but just seeing your face and seeing the incredible audience here brought me back to life.
So let's start with the new album, Hornography.
Yes, Hornography.
Okay.
Come on, when
Settle down, Kendall. Yeah. Who came up with that name?
That was me.
all you.
We were in the studio working on this album in LA, and the name kind of just came to me, and I was like, how has nobody played with the word horns in hornography before?
I mean, when you play trumpet and trombone, you gotta give it a little life.
I mean, pornography, right, audience? I mean, yeah, that's.
But we call it the study of horn music, just to have a little bit more of an elegant twist to
Little
it.
classier?
Yeah, little classier.
But seriously, what is that really what it is? What is thematically? What are we looking for with this one?
So yeah, we grew up playing jazz, we grew up playing classical music, but our friends and peers, they don't listen to either of those genres. So we thought, why don't we bring kind of the elements of hip hop, EDM, and all these amazing genres that horns aren't usually featured in as heavily.
And just bringing horns into the 21st century is kind of the way we think.
I like that.
Yeah.
But more musicians, come on, y'all are cool. I mean, you guys aren't more musicians open to these types of collaborations, bringing horns in unexpected tracks.
Absolutely, and the best part about playing horns is that we get to play over like every type of genre, so it's always exciting for us to play something new.
And I think it's exciting for us personally because, you can't really put horns in a box. They kind of fit wherever you put them in, and so we play in whatever sandbox we're given. And that's just one of the most fun things about what we do.
Let's talk about various sandboxes and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but out of collaborations, is there one that surprised you that you're like, oh crap, this works better than I thought it would? Is there one that sticks out in your mind?
Well, we always laugh about it, but with Bret Michaels, it's always like, yeah, this is perfect.
Really?
And the best part about it.
With Bret Michaels?
Yes, and the best part about it is we didn't practice any of it, so we just get up on stage and we're like, oh, I know that song. Oh, I know that song too, and that song and that song. Because with Poison, he had so many hits. But it was just like, I never realized that was Bret until we were playing it with him.
But there's something about his energy that just horns elevate in a certain way that
so infectious, and he's an incredibly nice guy.
Yeah.
Is he good?
Yeah. He's probably one of the top 10 people on earth. Yeah.
We're actually, speaking of Bret and all the people, because we were laughing in the office. We were going through, if you go to their gram, you will quickly realize they know everyone. And I mean, you name a celebrity, they've met them. So we're going to play a game coming up called They Know Everyone. Anyway, you're at the Dakota tomorrow night. Tell us about the show.
Well, it's going to be so fun. I mean, we also helped come up with the menu for it as well.
Did you?
Yes.
Of course you did.
I mean, like I said, we play in whatever sandbox we're given. So if you say you want our input on food, we share our input on food.
And there's going to be a surprise special guest.
Oh, yes.
I think those of you who know us will be able to assume who it is, but You have to show up to see it and figure it out for yourself.
Does it rhyme with Randrew?
I don't want to give it away, but
does it rhyme with Randrew Schmemmern? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. So no, but what do we look at? Then give us a taste, no pun intended, of the menu and the show itself. Because the Dakota, y'all haven't been there. It's such a good venue. I mean, it's one of my favorite venues in the city.
You know, historically, let's give it up for the Dakota. Well, historically, it's such an incredible venue that has such an identity that's richly based in Minnesota music, first and foremost. And the food is so incredible that whenever we're asked to play anywhere, we're like, we want to play here. And their menu is like
wherever we go, we want to go somewhere for the food.
Yeah,
and it's like this venue actually has good food. We definitely.
What do you think we're doing before we go on stage? We're chowing down.
Yeah, exactly.
We would like to. And you know, their menu is Southern inspired, and it's just delicious. And we're happy to be there.
We have just a little bit of time in this segment. We're gonna play the game next, but I did want to ask you. I don't think I know this. How did you guys become foodies? Were you raised in a family that appreciated food, or how did that come to be?
Our parents traveled internationally for work all the time, so like whenever they'd go somewhere, we didn't want like a keychain. We're like, bring us back something we can eat.
Yeah.
And so
and just being,
just bring us a keychain.
But what am I gonna do with the keychain? I'm like 8 years old.
But also just being musicians, like the perk is we travel all over the world and we eat wherever we are, and we bring that home when we're back, and we recreate those dishes too. So.
More with now look, we're gonna play this game. First impressions, they know everybody. More when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. So after this, where are you guys off to? Welcome back. So, more at the Potash Twins. I mentioned this a few minutes ago. One look at their Instagram page, and you will immediately realize that they've met countless famous faces through their TV shows and musical appearances. So we thought it would be fun to play a game that we're calling They Know Everyone. We're going to show a picture of the twins with a famous face from their Instagram page, and they have to tell us the first thing that pops in their mind. It could be a story or just a reaction.
We're gonna get in so much trouble for this.
You ready?
Yeah.
Now, and they have not seen this list before right now. So you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Leo, put up the first picture. Paul Rudd.
Oh my God.
Greatest dude ever.
Amazing. We spent a couple of days with him in Kansas City for his charity called The Big Slick. Could not be nicer, an incredible human being, just overall very talented
Super
person.
generous guy, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming that. I've heard that from a lot of people. Okay, Leo, next one. John Legend.
Also a great human being.
Great guy.
We're playing with him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, excited for that. One of the best, classiest artists of all time.
Floats, walks on air.
Yeah, somebody that in this day and age where everybody is kind of doing everything, he's somebody that I think will like stand out in like a Frank Sinatra kind of way. That it will echo forever.
Because there are people, and I think you would agree, there are people who can do a lot of things, but there's few that can do a lot of things very well, and John's one of them.
We filmed like this show with him once, and he was perfect and was just doing it live.
Oh my God!
Like where any other musician would record it, he just did it live in the studio. Yeah. And I was like,
that was it, like
where I started questioning if I'm an actual musician or not.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, here we go. Next one. Kelly Clarkson, you were just on. Look at you, guys. Okay, what do you think of Kelly?
Super nice, super nice.
I mean, also another very incredibly talented person. Yeah. One of the best vocalists ever.
Really fun show to do. Like when you go and do their show, they do the pictures for the promo or like your graduation or like first day of school photos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should steal that, Jeff. Anyway, okay, next. Next one, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah. We were at his house for dinner.
Yeah.
It was cool.
You were at his house?
Yeah.
I like how you just dropped that. Like,
You made the game.
Yeah, I know. Good point, my friend.
Yeah, very sweet guy, very funny guy, very
likes good food. So we can't.
Just earnest, genuine personality.
I heard he throws good parties.
Yes.
Stern always talks about.
He has a pizza oven at his house. So he's gonna throw a good party. Yeah.
And kind-hearted. You hear
Very
people don't, whether you like his humor or not, is another thing. But I've always heard he's a kind-hearted guy.
Sweet guy, very sweet guy.
Next. Martha and Andrew.
Oh my God.
Look at Martha.
Martha, She intimidates me.
I'm scared of her.
Whenever we're in her presence, like I get scared.
Yeah, I do.
She just has a very like.
I'm scared now because the picture's up.
She just has a very like focused energy to her, and you're like, I don't
like
know.
that term.
Yeah. And I just when you're in her presence, you're like, I hope I'm not boring her. That's just how I am.
Isn't it like you want to do well for her?
She
want to please her.
She has that energy where you're like, I just need to be my best self in front of you.
Yeah.
And that goofball next to her, Andrew.
Obviously,
the best person that we know for sure.
Huge mentor to us, just incredible human being.
He's a good human. I love you, Andrew. Okay, one more, right? One more, Elio. Gwyneth.
I forgot about that.
The audience very impressed with that one. Okay.
That was in Aspen. That was at one of the opening for Goop in Aspen.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about any of these people. These are all very nice people. Very
we didn't. This wasn't a gotcha thing. We just wanted first impression. That's not this kind of show. No, I just wanted a story or whatever.
Yeah. No. Once again, another very sweet person who just spends a lot of time with the people that she's around and makes you feel very warm when you're around her.
In a kind way, who has surprised you that you've met? That you were like, oh my goodness, they are more than you expected. Is it anyone?
Let's give a shout out to Eric Stonestreet.
Oh yeah, Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family. We met him a couple of months ago, and we've
been best friends.
We've gone out to eat with him in a bunch of places, and he's just one of those people that's a big, lovable guy who's more obsessed with food than we are. Probably.
Our text chain about food is
he just sends us pictures of new candy or snacks he finds, and then asks our immediate reaction to those things, and we're like. It's just very funny thing.
Give it up, everybody, for the Potash Twins. Tomorrow night at the Dakota in Minneapolis. If you're watching us from other cities, go to their socials for more information. For tickets here, dakotacooks.com. We'll be right back. Stephanie Hansen live from a van down by the river when we return. Oh, my God. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friends. Well, for the next couple of weeks, our next guest is hitting the road, on the road again, selling her new cookbook, joining us live from her van down by the river in Duluth, the one, the only Stephanie Hansen.
Hello, Jason.
Okay.
Look, can you see? We have so many friends in Duluth. When I worked in an event here, so many people were asking about you. Can you see it right there, the bridge?
We see it. Stephanie, are you illegally parked? Stephanie, are you illegally parked there?
I am illegally parked, but you got to do what you got to do to get an internet connection when you're on the road. This is true van camping life.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't joking in the intro, Steph. You are on the road for a reason. There's a purpose. You're promoting your cookbook, right?
Yes, we are on the road. We are out. We are signing books. We're going to Zenith Bookstore today in Duluth. We were in Grand Marais yesterday at Drury Books. Have you been to Grand Marais?
I haven't. I know. The audience is. I gotta go. The audience is booing me. I gotta go. I guess.
First of all, you'll like it because they have clean bathrooms. Second of all, there's a beautiful park there by the Temperance River. We hiked. We have Stanley with us. It was really awesome. I'd never been to Grand Marais. The Angry Trout is a great place to eat. This morning we drove into Duluth. We hit up Duluth's Best Bread. We had some Duluth coffee. You have tons of fans up in Duluth.
Steph, can you give the folks, I know that if they missed the last time, this is actually Stephanie's van. She didn't steal this. She owns this. Give us a tour of the van, Stepharoo. Give us what are we looking at?
All right. So this is the bathroom, but there is a shower. That's always important. Jason, you could come with me in the van.
I could.
Though having Stanley with us is like having a third person, and it requires a kennel, luggage. I mean,
we should say Stanley is your dog. We should confirm Stanley is your dog, right, Steph?
He is. Can you see him out there with the lobster?
Look, it's Kurt, everybody. That's Stephanie's husband there. Yeah.
Kurt and the lobster. Okay, so this is the refrigerator and where we sleep. It's actually very, very cozy. This is where we cook. And last night I made a one-pot meal of sausages, potatoes, sauerkraut from my garden with a can of chicken broth, and we made it all in one pot. It was actually quite amazing. I served it with mustard and horseradish. I had sausage. It was great.
Okay, now Hansen, you know what I'm going to say. Most people sitting here, they're like, they'd be making hot dogs and getting some buns from Walmart, and you're sitting here talking about this elaborate one-crock meal.
I have a whole freezer full of like pork chops and chicken and bacon and scallops.
You brought scallops on a road trip?
I did, and then in my refrigerator I have my homemade pickles, all my canned tomato sauces. You know, when we cook on the road, we don't like just cook. We cook nice. We cook fancy.
Absolutely.
Fancy foods on the road. It makes it more fun.
Hey, speaking of Kurt, I want to, for all the attention, because, you're a member of our family, I also want to talk about Kurt's also promoting his book, your husband. Will you tell the folks about Kurt's book, please? Yes. So Kurt's book, The Barrens, was co-written with my daughter, Ellie, and it is an adventure story about two girls who go in a canoe in the barren lands on a 450-mile canoe journey, and something happens along the way that turns it into kind of an outdoor adventure story and a thriller. And then there's a good payoff in the end of an emotional arc. It's a very good book. It's just so hard to get recognized as a fiction writer. So he's really working hard, and we're signing books everywhere we go. And a lot of canoers up in Duluth. When we were at Drury Lane yesterday, this guy heard us talking about the book, and he bought it right off the shelf. So that's what book tours are for. Where else are you, Steph? How long is the tour? How long are you going to be gone? 2 weeks. We're going to all through Wisconsin. We're going up to Michigan. After today's appearance in Duluth, we're going to Bayfield. It's every day in the van. Down by the river. In this case, Lake Superior. After all this time in the van, how are you guys getting along? Okay, do you want the honest truth? Yeah, that's why you're on the show. Yeah, pretty good. But the dog adds an element of like, who's gonna get up? You can't just lay cozy and have your coffee in your van. You gotta deal with the dog. And I think Kurt might have thrown his back out. And when I asked him today how he felt as a 1 out of 10, he gave me a 5. That's a hard number on a 2-week trip on your first day. Oh, Steph. A 5. It is gonna be a long 13 days, girl. Oh yeah, you just follow along on my Instagram. I'm sure I'll have some good stories for you. Well, again, I've said it 18,000 times. I'll say it again. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to come to a book signing. Has it been selling well, Steph? Yes. I'm like, they already had to do a reprint. And no offense, but I'm a competitive person. So I'm out there competing with like every Midwest book person, including Justin Sutherland, the Pioneer Woman, Molly Yeh, and I like every day check my rankings. But, for just a little gal from St. Paul, Minnesota, and now in Golden Valley, I'm doing pretty good. It's fun. Well, it's really fun. You're doing great. Well, thanks. I'll let you get back to Kurt and his back and the dog. Here they are, Kurt, wave. Sorry about your back, Kurt. Yeah. He said he's sorry about your back. All right, we're weirdos, but we're having a good time. Well, I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye, Steph. Stephanie Hansen, everybody. Hey, Kendall and Jeff and everybody. See you in a couple weeks. Oh. She's just not. I don't think that's going to go well for the next 2 weeks. Get her book, The True North Cabin Cookbook, wherever books are sold. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the world's shortest segment next. Back after this. Welcome back, my dear friends. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Shania Twain is giving fans a sneak peek of her new song. That's right, I'm so excited. She released a TikTok featuring the song. It's called Waking Up Dreaming. Look.
We won't stop at the ceiling, so let's keep waking up dreaming.
The full song will be released on Friday. I've listened to that little clip a couple times. I can't wait for it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the surprise goodbye next. Delicious on our Jib Cam today.
Good.
Always like to compliment the crew. Eric, photographer Eric, is at a ceramics class today. So photographer Gerg is handling our fabulous Jib Cam today. Okay. Yeah, so thanks, Gerg. Thanks to the crew. Thanks to this great audience. If you want to be in the audience, we've made it very easy for you. Just go to the Jason Show Facebook page and click the link to the left. Tomorrow, Jayton from the Twin Cities Film Fest will debut their new lineup, and we're working on something. You'll see what we mean. But right now, go out there and be yourself. See you tomorrow, everybody.